going. All right, this is Tom Largy from the Wayland Surface Water Quality Committee, and I'm out on Herd Pond in Wayland with Emily and Bria, and what they're doing is an aquatic survey of the pond, just to find out what kind of weeds and plants we have there. They're from Solitude, a company called Solitude, and they've been working on the pond a bit this morning. Bria, can you describe what you're doing and what you're finding?
I'm doing a point intercept survey. So there are 82 points that we put on a grid on GIS, and we go to every point and throw the rake like I just did and pull up plants from that point. So at this point, all of it is Eurasian milfoil. There seems to be some sort of hybrid between northern and Eurasian milfoil, but most of the milfoil in here is Eurasian, which is extremely invasive. We're finding a lot of water chestnut in the back cove. That way there's probably moderate density.
And we've been pulling water chestnuts here for 14 years.
Yep.
An ongoing harvesting project. This is very difficult. Water chestnuts, when we started, the literature said the seed viability was 7 years, then it was 10 years, now it's 10 to 15. And I'm very convinced Emily Walsh has been on a crew for several years and running a crew here, and I'm convinced she's been very thorough, shore to shore. Nevertheless, these seeds are here in the sediment, and they're still viable.
Flourishing.
And it's got to end sometime. I don't know when. Any other plants you found, Bria?
So far we found a little bit of coontail down in the southern end of the pond, but really not too many more plants. The milfoil is choking out a lot of it. The water chestnut is even being choked out a little bit by the milfoil. Okay,
that's interesting. Now, what about, have you done any of the deeper areas yet? Or you?
Yep, we did a couple of points in the deeper area, just on one transect of points, and we weren't finding any plants actually. The water's very turbid right now.
Right, right.
It's only 6. We have a little depth stick that measured, and it's only 6 feet, and nothing's growing down there.
Yeah, well, I think the deepest reading we got was 6.5.
Yeah, I think the deepest you'd find in the pond is about 8 feet in various areas. Well, our observation in prior years, some years we've had high water levels because, of course, Herd Pond is connected to the Sudbury River, and it's felt that some years we didn't have all that much milfoil, and probably because of the turbidity of the water, the algae, and just general tannic cast of the water.
Right.
And but this year we had low water early on, and it's the most milfoil I've ever seen in the pond.
The low water probably contributed to the growth of milfoil.
Right.
Yeah, Tom, I don't know if you want to put your camera over there. Maybe you can see all of the milfoil, and the water's pretty stagnant.
Oh, yes, I see that.
Brown covering is all milfoil.
Yeah, this is the so-called hotspot, the southwest corner of the pond. A number of years ago, this is where we had hydro raking and mechanical harvesting. The first year, 2003, we removed 1.2 million pounds of weeds from the pond. Just 3 or 4 years ago, we got less than 600 plants, and we thought we were home free. But last year was several thousand plants. We had a harvesting of water chestnuts, and I guess around the 1st of July, and that was over 2,000 plants.
And much more to come.
Yes, and where I'm pointing now is where the pond is a connector to the Sudbury River. At higher water, you can get your boat over to the Sudbury, also a hot spot. All right, well, just keep up the work. I'm looking forward to the report, and thank you very much, Bria and Emily.